What's up, guys? Welcome back. Amazing RC. Brian here. As you can see, got some Grand Hauler action. Now, you haven't seen the Grand Hauler in a while, and there's kind of a reason for that. Actually, a couple reasons for that. Mainly is I kind of got to go backwards on the Grand Hauler a little bit before we go forwards again, and I was a little discouraged, but we'll get into that in just a second here. First, before that, is I had to get a couple Hot Wheels done that I had ordered out. I had Will Thompson's brother's car and my dad's car. Dad's buying one for a real good girlfriend of his. Her son's got the exact same 57 in a garage, getting all built up, and it's going to look exactly like this Hot Wheels car. So, as you can see, got these pretty much done now. I got, my cool painting video series in my Hot Wheels. That's all coming along. So, I've been working on my painting video. And then I got my display video, and who knows, maybe even another video after that. But a few of you have been asking about my Grand Hauler, and I wanted to assure everybody that the Grand Hauler is on its way back. Now, when I said I had to go backwards a little bit, it's basically what I meant by that. Now, as far as the trailer's fine. Everything works on it still. I've got, got the undercarriage blue lights. I did those custom. They work great. Got my side marker lights here. They work fine. I've got them. I mean, they're not going nowhere. They're never going to go out. Perfectly good. And that's, because I wired all this up custom. I've got the whole bumper back here. Used my own wires. Wires I've used for a long, long time. LEDs I've used for a long, long time. I trust them. They never go out. I trust them. Now, that's the trailer. Okay, we'll put the trailer to the side here. And now we'll talk about the Grand Hauler, because that's not what happened with the Grand Hauler. And I'm sure it's my fault, but the other common denominator are the LEDs and the wires. That is not what I used. I didn't use mine. I used, Tamiya's. And I'm not saying anything bad about Tamiya, but I didn't use my stuff. Now, you guys all recognize the little curly Q, twisty LED, wires for the old Grand Hauler here. But I've got one out in the bumper, in the rear bumper. And I realized that when I ran the Grand Hauler to test my MFC01 unit. And I was a little discouraged because I got to go in deep to figure out where this LED bulb has gone wrong. And the first thing I thought was, well, I used all, Tamiya's wiring and everything, because it all plugs into the MFC01. I wanted to make it super legit, how it's supposed to go. But to be honest, one of the LEDs shouldn't be out. I didn't force anything in there, so I was kind of discouraged about the LED. And I thought, okay, no big deal. Well, then I went to go paint my nice Grand Hauler cab here, and I noticed that the MFC01 speaker is inside the cab. Now, I cannot have driver and steering wheel and all that cool stuff in here because I've got this giant speaker box. And I didn't realize that they would have me install this where the cab is. I didn't realize it was either MFC01 run stock or the interior. I didn't think that that's how they would do it. Now, I've gone on Bob's channel, and I've seen that he actually rebuilds the box and puts the speaker up in here facing down. And I might do that because I want the speaker. But I also might just take out the old vibration thing in here. I wanted to try it, and it's a lot. This thing, it's like an earthquake when you crank the truck up. It's really wild how much that vibrates. I'm sure it eats the battery up real good too. So I'm going to remove that. Most people don't even run it. But I remove that, and that's it's going to give me some space here. I'm also going to remove the battery tray because I'm not going to run a battery that big. So I'm thinking that I can get this, if I take it out of the speaker box, basically make a little custom speaker box, kind of like how Bob does it, and then run the speaker down in here somewhere. Because, to be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to run a bunch of the MFC01. I might run the lights off of it. I don't know, because I have blinker lights and all that stuff. I've got modules for all that. So I can run, because that's the other issue. I've got a ton of issues. That's why you haven't seen the Grand Hauler. I'm not a fan of the dual stick. I got one. See? I did it. I had it working, but even if I had the little doodad that Bob sells to make the stick go back to 0, I still don't think I would like it. I'm just a pistol grip RC kind of guy. And I remember running this for just a hair's worth of time before I got the MFC01 even hooked up in it. And I was really zinging this thing around. I didn't have the trailer on it, but this by itself, I was zinging it around. When I had the trailer on it, on the dual stick, man, it was like I was bashing into stuff and all. I just think I'm going to be more comfortable with my pistol grip. So, and there's also another reason why I want to use the pistol grip. It's my radio link. I've been tried and true radio link for a long, long time. I'm not going to get rid of this. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm sure it's something I can use. If not, then, I'll just get rid of it and get something else. So I want to put it on the radio link, move the speaker, get the cab in there, get that painted, fix the LED in the bumper. And what I think I'm going to do, because it's a lot of lights. You got a lot of wires going on through here. And I don't like them all up into the, the big drive shaft and all that. I want it all to be hidden. I want to run the little wire loops and make it all super sexy and clean. So what I'm thinking of doing is, I got some of these old Xbox like 360, headsets that have been collecting dust. I don't throw nothing out. Nothing. I'm zero things do I throw out. But I'm probably going to chop these wires here. I got old headphone wires, because you'll get a positive and a negative. Sometimes you even get 2 sets of a positive and negative in there. And there's like 0 wire. You're just running an LED. It's not like, you need a bunch of power running through it. But I'm thinking about running, boom, boom, a couple of these through and redo. Now, I already got to get into the bumper anyway. Get rid of all the Tamiya lights on it. Get all my regular LEDs, wire them all up fresh, and go through the whole bumper, do that whole thing all over again. Make sure everything works, because it did work. Everything worked fine. And then for some reason, I don't know, I don't know if I pinched one up in there or something, or if I got it in my drive shaft or what, but I got one of them out right now. Go do a module. I'm still going to keep the MFC01. I'm just going to hide it somewhere and maybe just run it for the sound. I don't know yet, because I don't really need the hookup sound and all that stuff. Like, it worked, but it's like, I want to hear the truck loud enough to where you're not going to hear that anyway. I did enjoy the brake sound, the air brakes and all that. That was cool. And I'm still going to get that through here. That all works even with this. You don't need the dual stick for that. The dual stick, all that stuff is just, to run lights and turn, other things on and off and blase squat. I don't need all that. I can do that with this and still keep my sound. So, pull all the lights out, do all that stuff, da-da-da. And then, the other reason that I want my radio link on here is because Radio Link sent me a teeny tiny little micro 3-channel receiver. I mean, this thing's like the size of a dime. And they have told me that I can run 2 vehicles at one time with the Radio Link transmitter. Basically, by just up, down, left, right, BA select start, I can go from one to the other and then back and forth. So what I plan on doing is I'm going to rip apart my little die-cast Senduro 24 here and put this on the back of the trailer, and then I should be able to drive up and park the semi-truck, and then up, down, left, right, BA select start, turn this on, drive it off, go drive it around, wherever I'm at, do cool video and whatnot, drive it back on, bam, select start back up onto this, and then drive away. That's my plan. That's kind of where I've been going. But I haven't gotten to any of this because my bumper light's out. I mean, no joke. I was just so discouraged. And then it was the speakers in the wrong spot. And it just started to pile up. And I'm thinking, man, it's going to take me a week to get where I'm at now. and I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna be where I'm at now. You know, put a whole week's worth of work into it, and it's not making me any money. I mean, aside from YouTube, but I mean, I'm not YouTube rich. And right now, I got to make cars. I got to make cars as fast and furious as I possibly can, because I'm short, you know, and I don't like to be short. So that's going on. But I've got the 2 important cars done. I got my paint video coming. Once the paint video's done, I've got to do the 2 displays, get these to their appropriate peoples, and then I'm going to be on the Grand Hauler. I do have something to go on with the holiday buggy as well. I followed Tamiya's instructions and put the little rubber deals inside the shocks and then tried to grease them, and of course they're stuck because I wasn't told by all of my Tamiya guys in time. They told me, just not in time, that you don't put those in there. You just leave those little rubber doodads out. So I need to take those out of the shocks, and then this will be ready to rock and roll. Because I mean, this is too sexy to be sitting in the house right now. Isn't that cool? I got a wing on mine. But I want to get this out because I've got FPV for it. I've got a ton of stuff I want to do with RC. I've just been locked up on these Hot Wheels cars right now. But that is coming to an end. I'm going to get the old Grand Hauler back out, and we're going to get rocking and rolling on it. Guys, I probably kept you way too long. If you're still here listening, I appreciate that. We're going to get some Grand Hauler action here real soon. Will, I appreciate you being super awesome and let me take my time with your brother's car. And it's on its way real soon with an awesome display. Until next time, guys, it's Brian, Amazing RC. We will get you guys another really, really cool video very, very soon. Until then, peace out. Love you guys.